Hey guys, Angry Old Man here. It's a little late tonight. There was a spot of bad weather again, um, and it started, I don't know, right when I was trying to leave from work. And it was a slow crawl home in four-wheel drive. The roads got really bad, really, really, really fast, and I had to take it real slow pokey all the way home, up and down over several large hills, and then of course Big Whetstone Hill was a challenge. Um, my truck's not in the best of shape these days, and wow, it was feeling that climb. So anyway, I got home fairly safe and sound, and managed to get some dinner in me, and I had to finish my workout that I had to cut short this morning for other stuff. Anyway, um, I got that workout done, such as it is. Just a real slow, crawly recovery run. I wasn't even pushing the heart rate up to anything worth talking about, but it is a recovery run for a reason. During my last marathon program, I often would skip out on a large portion of my recovery runs because they fell on days before like 5K races, and I did an inordinate amount of 5K and 10K races during my last program that I'm not doing now, which, I don't know. I'm sure that will have some sort of impact on my overall performance come March. But anyway, I cut those recovery runs short because I was wanting to be very fresh for the race, like the following day. So just at least me doing this gives me some satisfaction of getting the full amount of time in, even though it wasn't 100%, exactly what I was supposed to do. Anyway, today I actually do want to talk about something real quick. And if anybody here follows me on Facebook, uh, the I have noticed, if you've been watching your Facebook feeds, your news feeds, if you are an avid runner and an avid shopper of things, or you watch content that involves running like I do, I would say a good chunk of my content on my personal Facebook page and my Angry Old Man page is running related. So I get focused on a lot by advertisements. Mostly running shoes, running gear, running magazines, running stuff in general, and other sports, but I tend to be able to filter through most of it. But of recent, in the past, I'd say 3-4 months, there's been an inordinate quantity of the scam ads. What they do is you'll see a shoe you kind of like, or they think you kind of like. For me, it's Hoka's. I get at least once a day an ad, and it's almost like they're not even trying anymore, because the name of the shoe company was like YXXTPQR-7 exclamation point Hoka shoes, and then they're unbelievably low priced, like $39.99 for a pair of Carbon X. We've run into a problem at our warehouse and we have to get rid of these. And there's like 15 or 20 variants of the exact same advertisement, all generated random with like random names, and they use the same stock photographs. And then I go and I immediately report them as scams and misrepresenting products and things like that, because I've just seen it. I am of an age where I know if it's too good to be true, it is. A good friend of mine who is a hobbyist, an automotive hobbyist, a small engine hobbyist, who is not particularly tech savvy, saw a high-end toolkit. It's one of those high-end toolkits that sells for like, $399 on sale at like Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever they have. And it's one of those really high-end sets. Well, it was only $79.99. He bought 3 of them. Yeah, he still hasn't got them. Really, he hasn't got them. They haven't come in. They don't exist. Never did. And by the time he ends up getting his money back, basically they've got the money. They've already closed that account. The money is basically just kind of disappeared. You can maybe look at it like the Robin Hood scheme, but yeah, it just doesn't feel right. And there's going to be eventually the credit card companies and PayPal and companies like that are going to get tired of people being really stupid. And eventually it's going to be more caveat emptor and less buy with assurance you can't get ripped off. Because the big corporations, when they lose money, they lose money. And when they lose money, their stockholders lose money. And when their stockholders lose money, they fire people who are used to getting $1 million salaries a year. And those people are unhappy. And guess what? They don't want to be unhappy. And they're millionaires. So guess what? You're going to start paying for your own mistakes sooner or later. So anyway, the moral of the story is, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Do not buy those stupid ads. Report them as scams, and immediately just delete those ads from your feed. Don't share them because you think your buddy Scott likes Hoka shoes, so I'll share this with him. I will hunt you down. Anyway, that's all I got for today, guys. Just be careful out there. There's a lot of good quality shoes to be bought at good prices at local retailers. If you're running a little short on money, I get there too. I'm only allowed to spend X amount of money a month on my hobbies, like running. And sometimes I run a little short and I really do need a new pair of shoes. And I can either stretch out that pair. I've been right at that 400-mile mark. Maybe I can make it last for another month. Or do I look for a bargain on the clearance aisle? And, that's okay. Most of the shops, I know Morgantown Running has a clearance section. And those shoes are, they're quality shoes. They may be last year's model. If you have a weird size foot like me, you don't often get lucky, but sometimes you do. And if you can save $50, $60, $70 or even more on a pair of shoes, that's a good way to do it. Some of the other places, like some of the online stores, they have great clearance sections. If you know your model, just go on there, and a lot of those online stores have things you can just click, and they will, when this shoe has a price break, it'll notify you, hey, we'll reduce the price on this shoe, and you can just go in there and snatch up a pair. Don't get fooled. There's no free rides, and there's no easy way out. You can't will yourself to run a marathon and do well at it. You can't get cheap, good shoes. It just isn't going to happen. You can get better deal than you did last time. You might get lucky here and there, but nobody is selling warehouses full of high-end running shoes or any other product, tools, whatever, at crazy prices, because that's just a scam running out of China or Pakistan or any number of, scam-ridden countries. So anyway, guys, take it easy, and always remember, run angry, my friends.